What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. I got this very special video today. Met this gentleman yesterday. I've noticed him in my comment section throughout my videos, and I so happy he jumped in the party I was in yesterday. Like I always give everybody my gamer tag, and I do make it my business if I can. But I'm accessible to speak to everybody that say they appreciate what I do or whatever. Even we can have even if we don't agree with what I do, if you want to have a sensible conversation, I'm always for it. Like I talk to any ponies, play slaves, we you weirdos, anything. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. Let me mute the mic. Hold on one second. But he was telling me an interesting story. Yesterday we were staying in a party for about 2 hours, 3 hours, just kicking it, talking about all from UFOs to all types of shit. And I said, let me bring him on this show. And he said something he wanted to do with me before, but he didn't think that I would put him on my show because he was small time. And one thing about me, I'm a very humble dude. I don't give a fuck how arrogant I might come off. Like I really fuck with those that fuck with me. There ain't some sketchy shit that I just say. Like it's the God's honest truth. But anyway, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
All right, my name's Zay. I'm from PlayStation, but I used to be a pony, you guys, and now I'm on Xbox. But, I got a lot of juicy shit for y'all to hear,
Okay. Well, okay, hold on one second.
All right, brother.
Okay, so so you got some juicy shit for us to tell us. Okay, well, first of all, you got the PlayStation 4 at launch.
Yeah.
All right, so you were a Sony fan all your life, or what's going on?
All my life. When I was 6 years old, I had got the PlayStation 2, and I used to be like a PlayStation gamer. Like I didn't really hate on Xbox, and at the same time, I never felt like I would ever be able to play it because where I live and my financial status with my my family, they can't really afford things like Xbox Live, so I had to get that shit myself. But PS4 came out, I was so excited, and I went to go get it, and it was ass cheeks, you know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of juicy shit to tell y'all. I don't hate none of y'all ponies personally, but the thing is, you guys gotta understand, when people like us speak, when we tell y'all shit, we're not trying to hurt y'all feelings. We're trying to make y'all learn. You make the wrong decision. You use your money on shit that's not supposed to be, the Xbox One is a wholesome console for a family. This shit is worth the money that you paid for it, you know what I'm saying? Now they dropping the price $50, it's worth it, you know what I'm saying? $49, Christmas time, you better go get it. That's all I'm saying.
So let me ask you this then. So when you got the PlayStation 4 home, you've been a PlayStation fan all your life, or
Yes,
a fan of the PlayStation brand. Let me say that.
Yeah.
What didn't you like about the PlayStation 4 that you saw better on the Xbox?
What didn't I like, or what did I like?
What didn't you like?
Well,
let me reword this. What did you like about the PlayStation 4 that what made you go out and buy it day one? And then when you got it, what didn't you like about it that you felt the Xbox, did better or was better or whatever the case may be?
My initial reason for getting the PS4 was because they said, before they had some rumors going on, because I was a big PlayStation home gamer, I'm gonna get into that later, but I thought that they were gonna put it on that console, and I was also, looking forward to upgrading. I was ready to upgrade, the shit that was on PS3 was lame, it was boring, the service was shitty, and I heard that it was better on the PS4, even though it's the same. I did not know. I should have did my research, but they had some. What games was it? I really like Infamous. I like the story. It doesn't have a replay value, but the original ones are better than Second Son. Delson Rowe, the new character, is ass cheeks. He sucks. He's retarded. He's lame. Nobody fucks with him. You're doing the evil story mode, and he's an asshole. I don't know why anybody would want to play with that character. When I finished that game, I sold that shit. And what happened? The initial reason, I got a friend, that he had convinced me to get the Xbox One after that happened. After the servers got hacked for the second time, they got DDoSed or whatever. So yeah, that's what happened, man. I had to get an Xbox One. I went to Best Buy, got my money from my PS3 and my PS4, and I bought an Xbox One. A 2-year warranty. It all costs together like $650. It's out of my own pocket. For my own birthday, because then nobody give me shit. I got my shit myself. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that you know, when you got the PlayStation 4, and let me try to extend. And listen, once again, this is not no scripted app. I just met this gentleman yesterday. He was just telling me a bunch of interesting things behind the scenes about Sony and their customer service. A lot of things that turned him off about the PlayStation brand in the whole, in its general. But you were saying you got the PlayStation, you didn't like Infamous Second Son. So,
Not at all.
so from one game, you said, you know what, fuck, you want to give me Xbox One? Or
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that case. It was the case that Infamous Second Son was really the only good game on the console, and I would say it's not a good game, but it's the best game on the console. You know what I'm saying? All the other games is trash. I played Knack, I played Killzone, I played Resogun, I played all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. Infamous Second Son has some good graphics, but at the same, you know, the sunlight was beautiful, all that stuff. But at the same time, you know, you be feeling weak as hell, even on easy mode. There shouldn't, you know, 4 characters on screen at a time, and you can't even feel like you can beat up one. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real gamer. I've been doing this shit since I was 3 years old, playing a Super Nintendo. You know, when I didn't even give a shit about what console. It wasn't even. I didn't even have a choice. That was the only thing that was out. You know what I'm saying? Back then. You know, there was no choice. I couldn't say I want to go get an Xbox because that shit didn't exist yet. You know what I'm saying? You know, if y'all ain't old enough to understand, people like us didn't have choices. You know, the people that's watching right now. But you know, I don't hate on none of y'all. Just you know.
okay, so all right, now so tell me about what happened with PlayStation Home, and you told me you made a call to customer service. And how did that call turn out for you? Like what happened?
So it's also on my channel if y'all want to watch the whole call. It's 39, not 30, like 30-something minutes long. But what happened was, you know, I spent $320 on PlayStation Home in over 2 years because I was really, really avid in PS Home. I would get on there every day, and it was really fun. It was a really fun game, but at the same time, you know, the network couldn't really hold it up. And I feel like I made myself somebody on that game. That game changed me as a person, and it made me a stronger person at the same time. And I know that sounds like some crazy spiritual shit, but it's not. It's true. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot of shit on PS Home. I met a lot of people that I brought to Xbox One. I met like, you know, a few people that I brought over here because, you know, I felt like we couldn't stay on that shit no much longer because they was removing it March 2015 or whatever. You know, they taking it off. But what happened was I called, you know, Sony, you know, the shit that they told me on the phone, you know, the little robot that speaks to you or whatever, but on the hold or whatever, like in between the music, you know, the robot says, this may not be the most convenient thing to do. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, calling Sony is not the most convenient. I would rather call
Yeah.
the internet. You know what I'm saying? That shit's easy. But at the same time, you know, after 10 minutes, you know, they tell you how long you wait, and it's usually the amount of time that you wait. But I get on there, right? And it's my name is Philip. How may I help you? And I said, there's something wrong with my PS4, man. I cannot connect to the, you know, every time I try to talk, it sounds like people are stuttering, like, you know what I'm saying? Like on the party chat, they just released, I can't hear nobody. You know, I was playing Warframe one day, and I was telling them about Warframe. I said, I was playing Warframe one day, and my frame rate went to 0. And I said, is that an internet issue? I mean, he tells me, there's an issue. Maybe your PS4 has a compatibility issue with the actual servers. It's not actually our problem. It's your problem. So he tells me to get on, you know, this website or whatever. He tells me to click on this link, and I click on this link. He says, so this link may help you get better connection. I'm like, okay. So I just, you know, I moved on because that was all bullshit. You know, that didn't help. And so I said, bro, so what's going on? I mean, I paid $320 and PlayStation Home's going down. You know, where's all my clothes going? And I said, can I get my money back? He says, no. You know how in real life how you grow out of your clothes? You know, you grow out of your clothes in PS Home. I said, that's digital. You know what I'm saying? I don't grow out of digital.
Wait. That motherfucker with the old school, he said you grow out of your clothes? God.
Yeah, he said I grow out of my clothes. And I said, that's digital. I don't grow out of PS Home clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's fraudulent. Like, why would you say some shit like that, you know? But he says, you grow out of your clothes. I said, no, man, I don't grow out of my clothes on PS Home. I always will have these clothes. I felt like I was going to have these shits for my whole existence, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I loved that game to death, man. That shit was boring as hell, but it was just a community that kept me together. And, you know, like, they had a thing where you could, like, invite people on the game and, you know, join, you know, on the PS3 and shit. But anyways, that's not even the point.
So all right, so you were pissed off that, like, you the only motherfucker I've met that hurt. Well, that nigga Pyro, he be J-Tech TV. I heard he was.
Yeah, J-Tech TV, I know who he is.
Yeah, I heard he was into that PlayStation Home shit too. But you only joke. I knew to rock out with that PlayStation Home. So what did Sony had? Did they lose money with Home? Like, what was the issue? Why they
So I asked him a specific question. I said, "Can you guys not afford PS Home?" He tells me, "Well, Sony, there's so many amount of PSN players, right?" He says only 4% of PSN has ever touched PS Home. I said, "You're telling me that there's a free application on the PS3 that nobody touched, and only 4%?" He says, "Yeah, I'm saying." He says the revenue that it takes to hold up the PlayStation Home servers is, not enough. Like we don't make enough money from PS Home to hold it up. I said, "You don't have any servers to hold up. You use them pair to pair." I told him. He
Yeah.
said, well, nah. I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I said, y'all too broke to afford the servers. So he tries to have a battle with me. He says, I don't think that, PS Home going down is the reason to get an Xbox One, because I said I want the Xbox One instead of the PS4. I said, yeah, it is. I said, PS Home, I made PS Home what it was, you know what I'm saying? Me and my boys, we made that shit what it was. Because that shit wasn't shit till I hopped on that shit, you know what I'm saying? I could hop in a server and everybody knew my name. I had females coming in my group chat talking about, hey, they were playing videos over the mic, you know what I'm saying? Talking about reciting my videos, laughing at my shit, because they knew who I was. PS Home was so small, 200 subscribers, everybody was on that shit, everybody heard who I was. Only 200. So, I mean, I made PS Home what it was. I paid for that shit. I feel like I paid enough to where they should be able to hold up P2P servers. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh, damn.
That shit don't make no sense at all.
Oh wow. So I guess you so something like that game. What's that game? What's that online virtual game?
DC Universe.
No. PC game, Half-Life or something like. So you made
Second Life.
Second Life. So you made your own little world in PlayStation Home. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Mike, take on. I can TV for you. Daddy talking. I can't hear for you. But be quiet then, okay? So it sounds like you made your own identity, everything in PlayStation Home, and they just came and stole that shit from you.
They ripped that shit out of my ass. Let me tell you, what happened was, I bought apartments, I bought houses, I bought clothes. I know I sound like a dumbass saying this shit, but if people play this game is something that you would love. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make a different identity for yourself, this is the place. And I was a youngin' when I was playing that shit. I stopped playing that shit, and when I got the PS4 or whatever. But I was just like, damn, like I felt like it was gonna be on the PS4, and they tell me Neotopia ain't got no damn funding, that shit has 15,000 and it's already been, so October 31st is when it ends, you gotta get 250,000. Ain't nobody gonna pay you for a game that you ain't give them their money back, they're not gonna donate to you, Sony. You got a donation fund up on Kickstarter.com, talking about pay for Neotopia. The developers of PS Home got a fucking whatchamacallit going on, a donation fund for the new PS Home called Neotopia. That just looks gay, it sounds gay. I'm not against gay people, but I'm not going to play nothing that's gay, so I don't want to touch it. You know what I'm saying?
So with this Neotopia, would this run on the PlayStation 4?
No, it was running on PS4, and it looked like some Morpheus graphics, the Project Morpheus, the 3DS graphics. That's what it looked like.
Oh, shit.
But shit.
Damn. Oh, so all right, so you got the Xbox One, so can you compare the services between the Xbox and the PlayStation 4? What did you like that the Xbox does, or what you can do to maybe people that are sitting on the fence? You could tell them from your experience, what being that you had both consoles and you have the Xbox One now. What do you like better on the Xbox? What gets you about the Xbox One?
And the thing about the Xbox One, I'm gonna let y'all know. If you've played on PlayStation for so long, you can recognize the substantial difference in voice quality. You know what I'm saying? When you talk on Xbox, it sounds like you are playing a console from a successful company. A company that got their shit together. That's how good the fucking voice chat is on here. Y'all PlayStation niggas don't understand that. And I care about y'all. I don't think y'all understand, but I care about y'all because I want y'all. When I say I want you to get an Xbox One, I want you to play games with me. You know what I'm saying? I want to play games with you because you seem like an interesting person. No homo.
Yeah.
But, I don't do this shit to hate on y'all. I don't like the people that try to defend shit that Sony does when they're a garbage ass company. They used to be wonderful. Up dick. And God bless them, but shit, they suck. They're not doing what they need to be doing. They need to get their shit together. Robbing me. They robbed me out of a whole PS4's worth of money.
So let's get back. Okay, all right. So you would say that Xbox Live is better than PSN?
Substantially, and I've been playing that shit forever. I was saying that when I didn't have an Xbox because I had my cousin had one. I'm like, damn, son, he
So
didn't stutter at all.
so tell me about you were telling me something about some DOS attacks that you were performing or
Yeah.
some shit. What was that about?
Yeah. What happened was I had, I'm not gonna, there's a lot of snitches out there that want to go crazy, but if y'all know about Wireshark and Cain and Abel, those are two programs. Wireshark is a local sniffing program that can sniff people inside of the server, and Cain and Abel can sniff people inside of a party, like an Xbox party. But I don't do that shit on Xbox because God bless Microsoft, God bless America.
And so what happens? So what happens?
What happens is, say I walk in the server, right? I have my DNS codes on, so what I could do was I could take your character and I could throw your ass offline, all right?
Oh
You know
shit.
what I'm saying? So what I could do is I could hop in your server and I could send a server message to 60 different people, and I could tell them, yeah, I'm knocking the server off or whatever. They would see that shit right on their screen, like it would just pop up in their face. They can't avoid it, and I just say I'm cutting off, the PSN right now. I could do that shit, and they would be like, they would know who I was after a while because Sony couldn't catch me. They didn't know they couldn't catch me. So I was just, hopping server in and out. And what I would do is I would use my Wireshark, and my Wireshark would show me every single IP address in the server, all 60 of them. And I would just go through them, and I would be like, you from Brooklyn? Are you from Detroit? You know what I'm saying? And be like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, that's you? Okay, you going offline today.
Hey yo, so like goddamn. So don't tell me I'm too loud. You in my room. So wait. So damn, Sony's security. Oh wow.
It's ass. They ain't got no firewall. I can knock niggas off real quick. I'm telling you. And we have videos of us doing that before we got them shits removed because snitches and shit. But I would be I would just invite a random dude. I'd be like, how you doing, son? I said, what you think about PlayStation? He's like, it's the greatest console alive. I said, okay. All right. So I just, he disappeared from the server. It just says, on the right side of the screen, it says, whatchamacallit disappeared, like it says they left the server. And then it'll show they went offline. And they can't log off for an hour, because I got my Cain enabled on my IP booter running. My Cain enable is the sniffer, and the IP stressor is, ipstressor.net. That's what I use to keep them offline, basically.
So you was tearing their ass up over home, or you were just doing this?
I was fucking up their real life internet through PlayStation.
Oh, I'm saying, but you was doing that shit because of
through home, yeah.
I'm saying you was cutting the home off, or you were
because they was trying to rob me.
Oh.
I was done with that shit, and I knew it. I did it because it was possible, and they couldn't stop me. You know what I'm saying? We could hop in the server, right? And what I could do was I could send a freeze throughout the whole server, provided by the Frosty Army. The Frosty Army is like Lizard Squad, but they're like a actual group. And, I hung with them. They call themselves the FA or whatever. I hung with them. They wore little snowman helmets on the game. And I got the codes from them or whatever, the knockoff people off servers. And I had an anti-freezing code on my DNS, so whoever tried to freeze me, I wouldn't freeze. Like, say if I had another dude with me trying to freeze, 60, 30 and 30, I would have somebody freeze one server and somebody freeze another server, and I wouldn't get frozen. So when I freeze the server, it doesn't boot them offline completely. What it does is it freezes their PlayStation 3 to where they can't press the button to turn it off, so they gotta unplug it.
Oh shit! So you think you're a dangerous motherfucker out there running around just fucking niggas shit up? So yeah. All right. So I get you were disgruntled with Sony. You was pissed off. They took your money, fucked up your life. You was a star. It sounded like you was a star in on the PlayStation Home.
I really was. I was on. They made a Hall of Fame, official Hall of Fame, and they put my name straight on that shit.
You know what I mean? All right. Well, okay. Now, since you got the Xbox One, all right. Now, do you like the exclusive? Do you like this? Do you like the games that Microsoft has on the horizon?
Oh yes, man. I'm telling you, I used to go over to my cousin's house when I was young, and I used to play Halo back on the first Xbox, and I love that shit. My parents, they couldn't afford new consoles because I'm not from the projects and shit, so I can't we didn't really got the money for that, so I had to get my shit on my own, and I couldn't really afford the shit that I had. I used to go with my cousin. My cousins are, he's a rich man. They got rich, they rich people. They wealthy people. So, God bless them. They got me through a lot of shit. when I didn't have a home and shit, they supported me and shit. They had my back. But you know, they fed me or whatever when I was, you know, broke as hell. But you know, I'm not no bum, but I'm talking about like when I was a youngin', when you know I was living, you know, I was, you know, being supported by other people. But
Okay, and it's, you know, like I said, we all, well, not we all, but I come from humble beginnings my damn self. But I mean, I can understand you. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I'm. It's not even also that. It's not even that I hate Sony, and I know a lot of people are gonna try to find a way to snitch on me for doing what I did, but you know, it's not even that I hate Sony. It's that you know they did the shit and they shouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying? And
But you know,
you
let
know,
me tell you this: you're not the only one who's told me that Sony's custom. I have my own issues with Sony and with their customer service.
yeah,
With the with my PlayStation 3 with the yellow light of death, and even though my shit wasn't even a year old, my shit bombed out. I done paid 600 for this console, you know,
yeah,
and they gave me the runaround, and you know, hold on, Jimmy, get to me, shut up. Go sit down and watch. Get the hell out of my room. You know what I mean? And you know, but like I said, me at the time, like I said, I was getting that money, so you know, I wouldn't cop me another console. But
yeah.
I will. Sony has had horrible customer service, horrible
They
customer.
do it. And let me tell you, Sony's customer service is so horrible, y'all. Me and my friend, we had did you know we was both on the phone at the same time. You know, we did like the little three-way, and they called Sony or whatever. So, you know, we got on the phone with Sony. He says, "My name is Michael. How may I help you?" He's like, service Sony's service sucked dick. And he's like, well, I don't control Sony. I'm just a customer service guy.
Hmm.
He says you should buy an Xbox One. And he says you won't believe what people that Sony have at and the people that work here, you wouldn't believe what they have at home. Most of us don't even have PlayStations. You know, that's what he told me. And I'm like, really? 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 So you got all these blind ponies, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help the ponies out. I don't want y'all to, be unsuccessful. That's not my goal. Y'all think we hate you? Nah, man, you fucking crazy. I'm trying to help y'all out. Y'all stupid as hell. I'm trying to get some sense into these niggas' minds. But
I mean, I'm just like I said, at the end of the day, I do prefer the Xbox platform. To me, it does feel a better if you have both
the
consoles. To be
community
honest, yeah, that's one thing I'm saying about this thing. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, you have assholes everywhere you go, but the
everywhere.
Xbox community, to me, like I said, it just feels more like family, more like home. You know, I can
Yeah,
hop in a party and and talk. I just met this yoga yesterday. Boom, we kicking it like this is my little bro right here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And it's not just him. Like I said, I can leave my party open. And I can get people from all walks of life, and they're just talking
yeah.
about games. We ain't talking about what Sony ain't got. We ain't just enjoying our console. And I
Of
think,
course, we weren't even talking about Sony last night. I don't think.
no, we didn't. And I think that's the issue with. And I'm not gonna say all Sony fans, but the weirdos. It was that it's not that they love their console so much they hate your purchase. Like what I mean, they got to justify their purchase, and to instead of enjoying what they got or what their console can do, they
Yeah.
they come look at bro. I can do a video talking about Ebola. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers, I'm like, yeah, what about that game was in 720p? I'm like, what the fuck?
ah, hey man, that shit crazy, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling
it's,
you.
it's sheer lunacy, man. Like I'm like, god damn. And sometimes, like, I mean, I think I don't have thin skin. Like that shit don't bother me. Look at this motherfucker. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like like this one guy like, on Twitter. This motherfucker said, hi, hi. He showed me a Titan for me, a Sunset Overdrive controller that had a lot of colors. Yeah, I bet your fruity ass Xbox has like this controller. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or there's another guy, haha, Sunset Overdrive may come to PC. Who gives a shit if it does? But I can guarantee you it won't come to the PlayStation 4. The PC is not a console.
Yeah, it's not. It's a Microsoft thing, and I'll be like, man, y'all talking about it's coming to the PC, but you paying Microsoft. You
Yeah, you know what I
paying
mean?
these guys you
And
have.
when Sunset Overdrive can run on Linux or Unix or some shit, and then like I said, Microsoft doesn't care if you guys go out and buy 1,000 gaming rigs. Everybody got a
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like I said, everybody got a rig, right? Everybody got a powerful rig, right? And it was crazy as hell. Steam and Valve did a survey. Like the Wii U was more powerful than like 80% of the gaming rigs out there. Like for PC, like goddamn the Wii U. I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers got them old ass graphics cards, them old ass 560 Ti's with rabbit teeth stuck in the attic. Like
Hey,
motherfuckers is fucked up out there. But play this. What are you looking forward to on the Xbox One?
I'm looking forward to the Master Chief Collection. I'm looking at Halo 5. Halo 5, we finally got a black character.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Woo!
You're looking forward to the Halo 5. You're looking forward to Halo 5. You're looking forward. What about Gears? Have you played any of the Gears? Been
I
introduced?
play Gears. I love Gears. I'm looking forward to Gears. If they put that Marcus Phoenix collection out, I'm copping that. But we got a lot of shit looking forward to.
This is your first Xbox Microsoft console.
Oh, of course.
So,
And I never owned. This is the only Microsoft console I've ever owned is the Xbox One. You see, I used to hang with my cousin, and my cousin, he let me play Halo, and I'm like, damn, I wish I had this shit on my PlayStation.
yeah. So there's a lot of games. Like did you play all the Gears or just maybe one or two?
I play I think I play like 3. I think I played 2 and 3.
Oh yeah. But you didn't have you played them or just played them a little bit?
I played them like a little. I hopped on a bit, and a few when like they were just doing some co-op sessions, I would hop on or whatever.
Okay, so
like it's your turn or whatever. Yeah.
So if the Market Finish collection does come, you'll be all over like white on rice then. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I'm asking another question. What do you feel about Sony re-releasing all of these? How should I say, The Last of Us, independent more indies than they are on their own.
I feel like that's bullshit. And I was actually talking about that too with the them re-releasing games. Like you cannot do that. You can't release the game. I mean, I know you release it once, but then you release it again. And I was like, well, that's okay. I mean, that's for the PS4 people who never owned a PS3. I know there was a lot of converters that was converted. But then they release another one. This is basically them releasing a third one. They put on a PS3. They call it the Game of the Year edition. You know, that's stupid as hell. Like, it's probably what it is. It's The Last of Us, and then you on the case it says Game of the Year edition, but it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, why would you go back to the PS3? You know what I'm saying? Why would you go back to something that you're supposed to be done with in 2 years? Why are you going back to the PS3 when they already have Last of Us? Who's gonna rebuy Last of Us? For $60. Who's gonna do that?
Well, you got some people that owned it on the PS3 and bought it again on the PS4. Listen, here's again. It's not that I ever had a problem with it, because again, I bought The Last of Us, but I never got the chance to play it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had a problem with Sony if they did it and not do a port, built it from the ground up to take advantage of the PlayStation 4 hardware, like Microsoft was doing with Halo 2, like totally build it to it from the floor up and make a brand new game. You know what I mean? Not to say 1080p 60 frames a second is all that they did. I wouldn't have had an issue with it. If they're gonna do that, because I originally did a bill. I was like, damn, maybe Sony putting all these exclusives out at the end of the PlayStation 3 life cycle, like the God of War Ascension, The Last of Us Beyond, Tombstone. Like, damn, shouldn't they have pushed some of this shit out, to come out on the PlayStation 4? But I didn't know at the time they was going to re-release the shit on the PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? But
it would piss me off, especially if I purchased it and I had to purchase it again. That hell no. Especially it's the same year for both of them, ain't it? Like the same 2 years for both of them.
Yeah, it came out in 2013.
That's stupid as hell.
So what do you feel about this then? So what about PlayStation Now? So here's my thing. Like, here you're gonna. This is what Sony said. They said they putting it out for the PlayStation 4 owners. They never got the chance to experience it on the PlayStation 3 or the new owners. So why not just put the game on PlayStation Now?
Oh man, I don't know. Hey, that's what I was thinking, and I put it through. I put it through the paces. I own the PS3 and the PS4 at the same time. And let me tell you, every single game that they put on the PlayStation Now, I had in my library physically, and I said, you know what? Why would I pay $30 for Final Fantasy 13/2 if I got Final Fantasies 13/2, 13/3, the first one, and I paid $10 for the first two, and $30 for the, what I'm saying? They charging $30 for 90 days. Like, I paid $30 for the game itself forever. That shit don't make no sense, man. I'm telling you, and they should not do that shit. I think it's because they want to hold up their servers, and that's stupid. And it's for the people that don't. I'd rather buy a whole PS3 than do that shit. I would rather buy a new PS3 than do PlayStation Now. And whoever did that PlayStation Now shit, I hope he was just beta testing it. Because please do not do that shit, bro. I don't ever want to do that shit. That shit is stupid. That's a dumb idea. You guys say EA Access is a bad deal. What the hell is wrong with you? I was reading one of these comments, right? And they said, it was like, just don't choose. You know how they can't change their names or whatever. I'm like, just don't choose a bad name and you'll be all right. And these are all the ponies like that shit, like the comment. And I said, I made a whole video just for that comment. I said, so you telling me I was on my PS3, I made 12, I made not 12, 15 different accounts just because I hated every single name I made after a month. You telling me if they give me the option to change my username, I wouldn't try it? You telling me you don't care about that option? You know how many people made different accounts, especially on PS Home? You know how many people had 10 accounts? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And then people gonna say they don't want that feature. Everybody wants that feature. We have options. We have that feature. We got choices. It's like Brodio said, we got choices. PlayStation don't got no choices. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't go to Microsoft. You cannot message Microsoft like I can and tell them that this shit ain't working. Fix this shit now. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, Microsoft refunded people back for NBA 2K14 when their servers weren't working.
Yeah.
Microsoft gave people back their money and they still got the goddamn game on their console.
That's insane. That's insane. That's crazy.
Like I said, like I said, Microsoft does go above and beyond when it comes to the consumer. You know, even what I can say about as far as I had one console. It didn't really red ring of death for me, but it fucking. I was playing Halo 3, and I got to the last part of Halo 3 where you run the truck off the thing. But to make a long story short, at the last scene before I got the achievement, the fucking Xbox 360, and it was laying down flat. No one moved. That bitch just started grinding.
Yeah, and then they replaced those.
Yeah, I know, and it cracked the goddamn disc. But any console that I buy, I put insurance on. Through GameStop. I don't want to wait. I took the goddamn console back to GameStop. I got a brand new call Microsoft. Pissed off. They sent me fucking Xbox Live, new Halo 3, like extra controller, all this shit. I'm like, god damn. You know what I mean? They went above and beyond. You know what I mean? So
customer service is beyond everybody's, man. I've never had no customer service as great as theirs.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I had a problem with my DMZ issue. Like, but even with I had Verizon Files and with Xbox Live, which they did, which I thought was awesome. I had a problem, but my net was moderate. You know what I mean? I couldn't connect to some people and I have Verizon Files. I have about I think 150 up, 150 down. I got IP version 6. Like my shit is super duper fast. And they did a DMZ host. They took over my and I was on a Mac. They took over my Mac, went in, configured my router for me, did all that shit for me. They didn't just give me the codes to call back Verizon Fire. They did that shit for me. I said, God damn,
bro,
that was the truth. Like, you know what I mean? Like normally you would call Sony, but they tell you, all right, this is the port you need open. Microsoft, I say, hey, I agree to it. Xbox Live, just call 1-800 for my Xbox, for my Xbox. They took over my goddamn remote control access, my goddamn Mac, not even a fucking Windows, my Mac, and fucking went in there, configured my router for me and all that shit, man. I said, God damn, y'all motherfuckers are the truth. Y'all motherfuckers are the truth, man. But
also, that's awesome, man. I'm telling you, that's like, man, hey, that's good customer service. Sony will tell you to go to a repair center, but we'll get off that case now. As you know, people be, I be commenting a lot, and I be getting like 20 likes a comment for some reason. I don't know, but I wasn't really making videos like that, but I guess so. But at that, if y'all want my gamer tag, I'm gonna comment below. My name is Star Xbox Live Zay. That's my YouTube. So if you see me comment, that's me. I'm gonna give you, if y'all want my gamer tag, if you want to add me on Xbox One, you just reply below, give me your Xbox One gamer tag. We can play some games together.
I'll put your gamer tag inside the description if you guys want to hit them up on Xbox Live. Are you getting Sunset Overdrive?
I am buying Sunset Overdrive.
My man, so you're getting it at midnight next week when you're getting it, or you gonna wait a while?
I'm gonna wait a little while till I get all the. I mean, the reviews is looking great, but I'm just gonna wait because I got a lot of things to do, pay for. I gotta pay for some That's how I'm not. I go to a Microsoft Academy. No, I didn't.
No. What's up? Tell me about that. You in Microsoft Academy? What the hell is that?
What it is I go to TCAT Nashville, right? And it's a Microsoft Academy. It's a college, and what we do is, I'm a PC gamer and an Xbox gamer. If y'all did not know, I do not hate the PC master race, but it's not the master race, so fuck out of here, y'all. Is irrelevant. Nah, I'm not going to even bring. Why am I bringing that up? I'm sorry, y'all. But, I got the whole Elder Scrolls anthology. Great game. I love the Elder Scrolls. I don't know. I got, I showed a video because somebody was trying to tell me I didn't have a PC. I said, are you serious? You want to see a video? So I had to put up a video, me having all these damn Steam games. Y'all can add me on Steam. I'll put my own Steam name under there if y'all want. Y'all want to play some games, but because I game with whoever, I'm a humble dude at the end of the day. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? We real, as you can see, he put me on. So that's
Oh
real.
yeah. You know, you know. Like I said, bro, I generally fuck with everybody that fuck with me. They ain't something I just say to be saying because it's catchy. Like, you know, as long as it's respectful, you ain't got to agree with what I said. Like, I'm always down to have a sensible conversation. But you know, what I mean, my first response is never me having sex with your grandmother. Anyway, that's listen. I'm always responding to some weirdo shit somebody said to me in the comment section. You show me
Yeah.
respect as I'm a man before anything. Man, fuck these consoles. They ain't paying me. I'm a man before anything. You respect me as a man, and you know, and we can agree to disagree. You know, I mean that when you come with the weirdo shit, then you know you get what you get. But yeah, like I said, is there anything else you want to say before I, close this video out?
I also got to talk about yeah. So what do I gotta say? Man, there's one experience I had on PlayStation Home that I never forget, and this is just going to define ponies and how the social degenerates. It's not even that. It's not. I'm not going against the personal people. If you're a real Sony fan like I was, you would have stated it like I did. I used to talk shit about Sony while I was a Sony pony. That's a real fan. That's what real fans do. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen no flaws with Microsoft right now. As I've gotten the Xbox One, I haven't really had no problems. So I don't have shit to say, you know. But I'm gonna be honest. We was doing like a little, you know, we have like clubs or whatever. I hopped in the little server. It was like Game Moonbase, and they had shut it down. But I had it favorited so I could go to it even though it wasn't there. So I go to that shit, and there's 60 gay people dancing with each other, right?
What the fuck?
I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, you know? And I looked at this guy, you know, his avatar had, you know, cum falling out of his fucking mouth, you know.
On the PlayStation Home?
On the PlayStation Home, they have shit like that. They have like, you know, they have some fruity shit. They have some shit where like it makes your dick bigger and shit, you know. But
The fuck?
yeah, they have some shit like where you have some rainbow aura and you know some crazy shit like you be having some, you know, they have like gay pride shit or whatever. So I'm like, what is going on? This shit is crazy, you know. I don't fuck with this shit, you know. We gonna have to leave. We have to go do this shit somewhere else because you know we're supposed to have a meeting. You know, we go to a place to have a meeting, you know. But we couldn't do that shit because you know there was some gay people dancing, and I ain't got nothing against gay people, but that shit was crazy. But I went up to the dude and I'm like, I looked next to his name and I seen a friend symbol. I said, this nigga's on my friends list. This nigga with the cum falling out of his mouth is on my friends list. So I said, oh, bro. He's like, what's up? I'm like, nah, man, you what are you doing? Like, and then you know it shows like your club name and shit and all. It's like his club name was GAY. It's like gay people of PlayStation. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Like, I'm gonna have to leave.
Friday.
Um,
Yeah, Halloween is Friday. All right. Yeah, I'm listening to you, bro.
But that shit was crazy, man.
Damn.
Y'all, I know y'all wouldn't know I'm lying because if y'all play PlayStation Home, y'all have experienced the same shit, and you
Well, I see
don't
the
even
shit
say.
that they doing on PlayStation. What's that shit? They be having their cam on and motherfuckers be dancing. Seen this one motherfucker with a pamper with his thumb in his mouth. Like, I'm like, yo, that's just some weird
You
shit.
talking about Playroom?
Yeah, like I got
That's
the
the gay
camera.
room.
Yeah, I ain't never been to them to play. That's just some weird shit. They caught one dude up there sucking a dog's dick and shit. I'm like, man, like,
Man, there's a lot of shit that was happening, bro. I went on a little Playroom because there's a thing where you can watch everybody who's on the Playroom,
yeah.
like streaming or whatever. And
No,
this
they, nah,
specifically,
what's the old boy? Like, I ain't want to say nothing. What's the old boy name? One Star for Gamers. They said he had a plane. He said he had a whole bunch of mosquitoes in the jars and sucking their dicks, giving them blowjobs, trying to catch malaria.
what the
God
fuck?
damn.
Hey, what?
Love saw. Boop, pop! Ah! Nah, but nah.
Bang bang.
Peg is what I heard of. They said that One Stop for Game had a bunch of mosquitoes in the mayonnaise jar, giving them all blowjobs, 10 cents a pop, trying to catch malaria. So he going out with a bang, bang.
Bang.
He said,
Damn,
"Oh, this bomb."
bro.
Yeah, but I never been to, like I said, I've seen like the shit on the internet, and like that's just some weird shit to me. I ain't if you like it, I love it. I ain't judging niggas' sexual
I
preference.
don't like that shit, bro.
But I think when you do that, like, you know what I mean, like, it should have, like, I don't know, like, you should have because you got kids out there, man, at the end of the day, man. You want somebody, child seeing some crazy shit like that. You've been in court of
There was a
charge.
lot of pedophiles on that shit too. There was a
I
lot of
seen the guy had the thing.
55-year-old.
Like I said, bro, you got widows on a console.
Yeah.
That's why, like I said again, I don't, I don't like Nintendo with their strict ways. Like
They're very strict,
you
and
know,
they're very strict.
I don't know what the hell they have against voice chat, but they give you games you can only talk in the lobby, but you can't talk during the matches. Like that's just some old school
Oh
shit.
yeah, like if you in the lobby, you can talk, but once you hop in the
If
game, there's no
if
voice
they're on your
chat.
friends list and you're in the lobby, you can talk to them. But not if they're not on your friends list.
What? So how do you get to know
Exactly. You understand what I'm
them?
saying? But that's just Nintendo, and I can't support that. I don't give a fuck how bad I want to play Bayonetta. And they need Nintendo needs some new blood there. They just too old school
Yeah,
in the way that they think. And this is my opinion. I mean, if you like it, I love it. But I like I said, I feel like Nintendo. I've grown. I mean, I've grown up, but Nintendo has not grown up with me. I don't understand
that's what I'm saying. I was saying that from the
5 years later,
beginning.
Nintendo, why their characters still don't have dialogue? There's nowhere now you can tell why Link doesn't talk. You know how Epic Link.
Yeah, like why isn't Link, doing some mature shit? He's still doing this retarded
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. And then they had Link looking like Lisa Simpson in the last shit they showed from Link. That
You talking about Hyrule Warriors, the little
no,
Dynasty Warriors game?
that other Zelda game. What's that? Yeah, they got the nigga like Lisa Simpson or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that shit is. They need to grow up with the people. They don't, they keep trying to
imagine
compare
how
it to the
dope
next
Zelda would
generation.
be if it would get a little darker edge, like Fable or some shit, or
Like
which.
when they released that Twilight Princess for the first week,
Yeah, but
it
you
was
know,
really hard.
yeah, but you know how dope that would if Zelda more mature, taking up his with his sword or some shit like that. Like,
That was one of the dopest games they had.
yeah, I think that would be dope. But
Yeah,
that's my I can't. I'm not knocking those who like Nintendo or the Wii U. I just can't support those type of old school practices. Like, there's no excuse for that. It's 2014. Any
yeah.
game that has local multiplayer should have online multiplayer. It should have voice chat.
Yeah, hopefully on their next console they do that because what they
I don't
did
know.
on this one was
Nintendo, hey, bro. Listen. What made me get rid of my Wii U? I watched the E3 and Miyamoto, the creator of Mario, he did an interview at GameSpot and he said the interview was in 2013.
yeah.
And it was in March. He said that Nintendo is just not taking online gaming seriously. In 2013, like what the fuck, like you know what I mean? So Xbox
Man,
Live came out in
Xbox was doing
2002.
that in 2002.
Yeah, and what have you guys like? I think there's a problem when you got a console that comes out in 2012 that can't do the basic shit that the original Xbox was doing in 2002. I think that is a problem. That is an issue when you
Yeah,
in a
the
session.
power the power of the console didn't even really matter to me. I just if they don't even have party chat, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
again, I don't understand how, and I don't think I'm going off on a rant, but and a lot of people take me as me being a Nintendo hater. Like if I was a Nintendo hater, I bought a Wii U day one. While you still in the conversation, I'm waiting to get it when this come out. I went out and bought that motherfucker day one because guess
I
what?
was
I,
excited for that
I
console.
wait for the hype and them saying that this Nintendo will no longer be left behind. But in my heart of heart, they can't tell me, and even you Nintendo fans out there can't tell me that Nintendo put out the Wii U to compete with the PS4 and the Xbox One. They put out the Wii
Yeah,
U to compete with the PS3 and the 360. You can't tell me that that they were thinking about the PS4 and the Xbox One when they released the console with a GPU with the equivalent of DirectX 10. You can't tell me that.
yeah.
You
The
can't.
console is like has the power of what is it? They said the Wii U has the power of the Connect 2.0 by itself.
Yeah, what? Yeah, people don't know the Kinect is a very
Very powerful.
yeah,
They had some what was it? They had some scientists and some shit
yeah,
analyze that shit. They
yeah.
said this shit is one of the most powerful cameras ever created.
Yeah, it's like I said, that's why I got so mad about 2K because they dumbed down the face scan
And
for
the
it.
Xbox One no parry.
Yeah, but that's another story. But like I said, again, it's not that I hate Nintendo, like I said, but they put out a console, a next generation console that can't run any next generation engine, so it's gonna have a whole shitload of multiplats that are coming out that's never gonna come to your console. I mean, if you
Yeah,
like Mario, cool. I'm not knocking those who like it, but I mean, like, God, think about it. They don't even do midnight launches for their console for their games, and that's like you understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I don't know. I just can't rock out with that, man. And like I said, maybe I'm not saying that their next console may not be more powerful than the PS4 and the Xbox One. Actually, I know it's going to be more powerful than the PS4 and the Xbox One,
yeah,
but their policies and shit is too strict. You know what I mean? And the problem is, this is Nintendo. Nintendo's going to put out their next console. probably a year or two before Microsoft and Sony launch theirs, and it's going to be a little better than the PS4 and the Xbox One. But then Sony and Mike, well, I don't know about Sony if they're going to release another console or not. But in the Xbox, they're going to put out their next console. I mean, even Sony do, and the Wii U is going to be left behind again, or the Wii U 2.0. I just can't get what Sony and Nintendo those practices. But you know, like I said, if there's anything else you want to add, I'm gonna close it out.
Yeah, I was looking at these comments too, and actually I have nothing. But I really just said all I need to say. I mean, I've told the truth. But right here, this dude said, what is his name? Darricon? He says, this is the fakest story. Well, come on, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? You don't even know me. But anyways, yeah, I'm done.
He said, what? I'm on the page now. He said, this is the fakest what?
He said, this is the fakest story. And then my bro, his name is Alexander Flame. He commented on the video. He says, it's real. We have old video. He says, it's real. Although me and Zavi actually have old videos together. We used to be Sony fans.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. Yeah, I'm looking at the comment section now. Sheldon Prescott. I used to be a pony myself. I was hating hard on the original Xbox for no reason. My friend would tell me, listen, you know what I'm gonna do? Right? Listen, if you guys are watching live, if you have any questions, if you got any questions,
you can ask either one of us.
Yeah. Well, I got Blackie Lebowski. What's up, Blackie Lebowski? He said, if Link ever talked, Zelda would change forever. There's a reason why Nintendo has these high-rated games with no dialogue. Good shit next gen. Blackie Lebowski, okay. I won't say it could change forever, but, you know, I'm just saying, I mean, you got, I'll play this. All right, hear me out, Blackie. Black my man, too. When I say that I've grown up with Nintendo, and I remember the gold cartridge, the first Nintendo, I hear that I'm maturing as a gamer. What I found would help my interest when I was 8 or 9 or 10, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about high-rated games, because I don't care what you like. What you like don't, what I may not like. You know, everybody goes goo gaga with Skyrim. I can't stand this shit. You know what I mean? What you eat don't make me shit, but. What would hold my attention as an 8 and a 9-year-old is not going to hold my attention when I'm 30. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, if I was to buy a Nintendo platform or console, it wouldn't be for it wouldn't be for Mario, it wouldn't be for Mario, it wouldn't be for Zelda, it wouldn't be for Donkey. Right. It'd be for maybe a game like what's that game they got coming out? The role playing game. What the hell is the goddamn game? Jesus Christ. You know what I'm talking about? The role playing. It was on the Wii, and then they had it imported from Japan.
Xenoblade?
Xenoblade. It may be for a game like Xenoblade, but games like that, or maybe a game like Bayonetta 2. But to me, a game like that is few and far in between. And you got a game like Fatal Frame that's on the Wii U, but Nintendo, why have they not released that game in here in the States, where their biggest audience is? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, Nintendo, some of the shit that they do, like that game has no release date for the States, but it's out in Japan. For Fatal Frame, it got, I think, the Japanese, they gave it 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 stars. It probably is a great game, but some of Nintendo's best games they don't release in the States. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. See, the problem with Nintendo, here's another issue I have with Nintendo. Nintendo of Japan needs to run Nintendo of Japan. Nintendo of America needs to run with Nintendo of America. What's good for Japan is not good for America, and that's the problem. Nintendo of Japan.
Got different interests.
Yeah, they make the decisions for America and Europe, and that is the problem. You know what I mean? You know, Japan is more reserved, more laid back. You know, over here in the States, you got little kids cranked up on Mountain Dew playing duty, bang bang bang. You know what I mean? You got a whole generation of kids that's probably going to skip the Nintendo platforms because they're on the mobile gaming. You know, my daughter, Subway Surfers, grabbed myself, she plays, she's 3 years old. She plays that shit all day and the games on her iPad. You know what I mean? But okay, but that's just my, my take, my opinion. You say tomato, I say tomato. Okay, we got here, Cash. It's Santiago. Xbox is and always going to be where to enjoy games and features. I would agree with that. I would hope that Sony get it together, but I think that, and again, it's not me hating, it's mine. I think Sony's financial strength that they're in right now is holding the PlayStation 4 back. You know what I mean? Because the great games that Sony were known for releasing, the games that make Papa Rapper the Rapper, all these games that make Sony get out unique, you're not gonna get that anymore because you got Yoshi said, hey, they released 10 exclusives, only 3 of them were selling and we make money off of them, so you had to have a whole 7. So that's telling you something right there, Sony. Like I said, they're bad with business. Why are you releasing what nobody asking you motherfuckers for Little Big Planet 3? You know what I mean? What nobody was asking you for that. But you had people asking for the Getaway 2. You had people asking for a Cypher.
God of War.
You got a war, you know what I mean? You spend what, makes your money, you know what I mean? And, what nobody asking for another
And
Killzone.
also with that, you got to think. How many Killzones have been released in the past 6 years?
Shit, about 5 or so. You got a couple on the Vita, and you got,
And tell me, hey, also think about that. And then tell me why the ponies be saying that Halo is being milked.
I don't know, but
how you gonna milk the same?
I look at it like this: you got Halo 3 without sold every Killzone combined.
Of course.
Then you had Halo 4 without sold every PS4. I'm sorry, you got Halo 4 that outsold every PlayStation 3 exclusive combined for 2012.
Yeah.
If it makes dollars, it makes sense. You can see
billions.
It is. We can say, Halo is a billion-dollar franchise, and that's one thing I can say that Sony doesn't have. For them to have so many great exclusives, they don't have that iconic franchise like Nintendo has Mario, maybe Zelda.
We have Halo. We got Sunset Overdrive now.
We can see how successful the first, but you definitely got Halo. You got Gears.
They used to have Jack and Daxter.
But that's Insomniac, if I'm not mistaken, right? Who makes Jack and Daxter?
Naughty Dog, but they dropped it. They gave it to whatchamacallit. What's their name? Sanzaru.
Oh, okay.
What they gave Sucker Punch gave Sly Cooper to, whatever their name is. But they, the people they give it to, they make the game garbage, and I don't like no more. Sly Cooper was cool. Jack and Daxter was cool back in the PS2. PS2 had the best exclusives. I'm not bashing on Xbox or not, but just think about it, man. Just think about Xbox had great games. At the same time, why are y'all bringing up Resolution now when you didn't bring it back, up before? Resolution wasn't, I guess it wasn't a big deal. How you gonna say your Blu-ray makes your games better when you can download your game? You download don't Blu-ray,
Give me mine.
Yeah. My Xbox trying to turn off himself, but I ain't touching it.
Blow. All right. Sit down in your chair. Yeah, okay. Well, if you got, like I said, any more questions out there, I'm going to, shout out to the both of you, Play Slave, add me, Xbox Live. Shout out to my man, Real Will 81.
Shout out to Kaleidoscope. Yes, my
Kaleidoscope. Here on YouTube. William, I have a PS4. I'm 15. How can I get an Xbox One? I will trade it in. What do I do? Do you think, Nancy? Please help. I don't want to be stuck with the PS4. Help. If you're serious, William, right? If you're a serious dude and you have the PlayStation 4, go trade it in, and I will cover the difference, brother.
Yeah, that's what's up for William, right? Helping them people out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hit me on Skype, Zaya720. You know what I mean? And if you're serious, I'll help you. My man, I did my good deed for the year. But anyway, it's your boy Next Gen 720.
All right, it's your boy Zay. Hey, shout out all my mans, as shout out all the people that's defending the Xbox. Y'all go, whoever ain't seen this, you gotta go see it, man. It's crazy, man. You just gotta hop on my channel, just watch all the videos.
Yeah, in the video right now, at the comments, I'm gonna lock it. Put your gamer tag and the link to your channel. Brian Vance is asking for your gamer tag.
Yeah.
Trey Smith had a meltdown. That nigga's the ultimate pony.
Yeah, Trey Smith had a meltdown, bro. He be tripping. He like, PS4 is God. He be putting that fucking hashtag.
That motherfucker tripping. But all right. But anyway, like I said, we out of here, man. I'm about to go hop on this Xbox and have sex with somebody's grandmother. I do. Bang bang.